Alright, so let's talk about Aladdin. The live-action version features everyone being less naked, and the only complaint I've heard about Jasmine looking less skin came from women. Although I suppose the Geeks and Gamers channel was still too busy complaining about Marvel movies in the Disney era. Anyway, sorry, I'm doing this before work. I couldn't help but thinking about the costume when it made its resurgence was in the Harvest Festival scene. This one of the scenes that they added to make look, I know I should keep pedaling, but my foot is cramping. To make the movie run longer, it was much more elegant, much more elaborate, and they still had coins on it. So we all know what coins signify, and outfits depicting this time period. So damn you, Disney live-action remakes. Damn you, I say. One step forward, 3 steps back. Is it even healthy to stretch like that? Anyway, so we don't get to see her in her infamous red slave outfit, which is good because she's supposed to be 15 years old. I don't know how old she's supposed to be in this version. They have her become the Sultan, so I'm assuming, and it's not a spoiler if it's obvious, that sorry, doing this before work, so I was reminded through this whole thing of they're not going to have this kind of 15-year-old seduce a much older man ineffectually. And in the wake of the Harvey Weinstein revelations about Hollywood, and with the timing of this release amidst Jeffrey Epstein accusations about girls in that age range, that's definitely for the best. Yes, I thought of that in the movie theater. My mind goes all kinds of places. I was trying to think critically, and I have ADD and I follow the news. Let's move on to the talking parrot that can no longer dance, or sing, or be expressive, slap itself on the head. What can it do? Wait, it can't even seize the lamp anymore? Well, when Jafar becomes a sorcerer, he makes Iago the parrot massive to chase down the flying carpet. When I saw that, all I could think of was, hey, it's Parrotmon! Quick, tie the whistle so that he can revive Greymon and save us all! Okay, that's a very generation-specific reference, but it's what I was thinking. ADD. The genie makes much more emphasis on the rules this time, yet he brings together the carpet at the end when it's destroyed for no reason. There's no wish, there's no nothing. So, what can he do? While he's still bound by the lamp. I mean, he becomes fully human at the end, so even if you wished him free, he still couldn't do that. Sending the rug to Aladdin, that is within the rules. The spirit of Aladdin's first wish was to help the princess fall in love with him and get the girl. That's why he wished to be a prince. There's a theory on the internet that said that the genie was manipulating events in order to help Aladdin get that wish, and it looks a lot more like that this time. I do like how they introduced the romantic angle between him and the handmaiden this time, because as far as padding goes, that actually plays into the book ending. We don't have to go through 2 direct-to-video sequels to see the genie as the merchant again, because he's telling the story as a mariner to his 2 children at the beginning and end of the movie. Let's talk about the rival who showed up in the Arabian Nights miniseries depicting this story, but not in the original movie. Wasted opportunity. There's no funny business trying to deal with him this time. He's just there to not impress the princess. He is there to make Aladdin jealous. He is absent for the rest of the story. There's no note of him leaving. There's no chance to show Jafar as a schemer. Oh, by the way, about Jafar, he has henchmen, but that one sorcerer wannabe with the glove for the right hand, neither here nor the glove are anywhere to be found, and he had an army of the undead. People wanted to see him in Kingdom Hearts, but Kingdom Hearts is specifically for the movies. He's already missed 1 chance to be in a movie, and now he's missed another one. Introducing him would have made good sequel bait. Or at least making him one of the suitors would have been good sequel bait. I mean, new evil sorcerer in town, no genie. Maybe he's got the genie of the ring with him. That would actually be a pretty challenging sequel. I mean, they'd have to fight uphill really hard. Speaking of uphill, let's talk about Jasmine's girl power subplot and how once again it amounts to nothing. I mean, yeah, she becomes Sultan, but that's at the very end, and in the events leading up to the end, she turns the guards against Jafar because he's a usurper, but He's also a sorcerer, and they go bye-bye. So she impresses her father, who does not get stripped of his clothing when Jafar takes his place on the throne. He also doesn't move the castle around and the other inexplicable stuff, but I'm not complaining about that change. It's just one more way that the original had such a grander sense of scale, such visuals that the new version couldn't apply. There are no harem girls in this. There are schoolgirls instead. Okay. And there are, there are about as many dancers in this as Iron Man 2 had digital effects artists. If you go through the credits, 5 rows down, second from the right, one of the dancers is named Jasmine. I spied that in the credits, and hey. Anyway, I'm running out of time on my camera, and this video is going to start getting a little long. I've got to get ready for work. What else you noticed? Please leave in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, you know the drill. And I'll see you next time.